a new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city, you probably wouldn't make it. Oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Let's go. They'll start on the ground. ETN. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. And there's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the shotgun, Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with ETN. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they send a man in motion right. One more time with ETN. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. On the return, here's Agnew. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Lawrence. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he returns this to the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Open man right side is Ingram. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down. Here's Lawrence. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now whistles here. And I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Running out of the gun with ETN. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. And that's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, no two ways around it. Anytime you get the current #1 and #2 seeds in the AFC playing each other this late in a season, it's a big game.
It is definitely a big game, and not just for seeding and placement and such, but for trying to establish yourself as the team to beat. You want everyone else in the league to look at you and say, boy, it's going to be tough to knock those guys off.
Here's Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him again. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 70. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And one more time. Here's Kirk. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Burrow will throw. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Agnew now to return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They go play action now. Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
11.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, 25 yards for the touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A handoff running left, Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mixon will try the right side. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase
with another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run with Etienne. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So he nearly took it. The distance gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Touchdown! Christian Kirk, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Again, that's Hurst. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got him in. Complete. A second pin has fallen. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Here we go.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
12, 11, 11 empty. 11 mighty, stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd from 6 yards away. And the Bengals are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 32 yards. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
And they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
On 3rd down, Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
On the set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach...
And now here's another interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
11 MC paint. 11.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Past the 20. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 33 yards that time. Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jaguars take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. It's complete. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's going to go up top again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 41. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Daxton Hill puts it off, and the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Running left, it's Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. A final shot now for Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And understandable. So not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Cincinnati, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's a slip-up that could cost them as they drop now to 12-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.